The Westland Police Department wants to make the public aware of how dangerous it can be to cross the road illegally. As a department, we're making a serious effort to convince people to follow pedestrian traffic laws. We will be enforcing the laws in an attempt to reduce the number of injuries and deaths to our citizens. There are different rules regarding crossing the road in a business and residential district. A business district is defined as an area that is 600 feet wide, where 50% or more of that area is in use for commercial business. These 600 feet include both sides of the road that you are crossing. In any business district, a pedestrian shall not cross a roadway unless it is within a crosswalk. According to the Department of Transportation National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, 70% of pedestrian deaths occurred when not in the pedestrian crosswalk. In the past 4 years in Westland, 92% of the fatalities occurred when the pedestrian was crossing outside of the crosswalk. Pedestrians are subject to traffic control signals at intersections. This means that pedestrians facing a walk signal may proceed and are to be given the right of way by all vehicles. Conversely, a pedestrian facing a don't walk signal shall not start to cross the street. If a pedestrian starts to cross during a walk cycle that turns to a don't walk signal, the pedestrian shall be given the right of way and proceed to the sidewalk. Residential district rules. Pedestrians are permitted to cross the roadway in residential districts. However, if there is a crosswalk in operation in a residential zone, you must use that crosswalk. Any pedestrian who crosses the roadway outside of marked crosswalks must yield the right of way to vehicles, including emergency vehicles. Pedestrians must cross the road at right angles or the shortest possible route to the opposite curb. In any residential or business district, no person shall walk upon the roadway. When sidewalks are not available, pedestrians shall walk on the left side of the road, facing traffic that passes closest to them. It is important for both pedestrians and motorists to take precautions to prevent accidents. Pedestrians. Keep alert and do not use electronic devices that may distract you. Pedestrians, as well as motorists, need to be aware of their surroundings. Wear light-colored clothing when walking, especially at night. It is recommended that you wear a reflective vest in order to make it easier for motorists to spot you. Pedestrians do have the right of way at a crosswalk, but they are not always seen by motorists. In order to assure that you are seen, make eye contact with the drivers and make sure they are aware of your presence prior to entering the crosswalk. Make sure that you teach your children about the dangers of crossing roads and teach them the meanings of crosswalk signals. Motorists. Always stop for pedestrians in a crosswalk. Pedestrians have the right of way. Motorists should be aware that pedestrians may cross anywhere in the road, even if it is illegal. Make sure that you watch for pedestrians outside of intersections and crosswalks. Use extreme care when driving at nighttime. 32% of all pedestrian accidents resulting in death occur between 8 p.m. and midnight. Reduce your speed when driving in school and residential zones. You never know when a child may suddenly enter the roadway. Purpose of these laws is to prevent injuries and deaths. The Westland Police Department will start taking a much more proactive approach to enforcing pedestrian traffic laws, including verbal warnings and even citations. The department's goal is to reduce injury and death, not to write tickets. We would prefer to see people crossing the road safely rather than issue tickets. If you are ever in doubt of where you should cross the road, be safe and find a crosswalk. It may save your life. In an effort to make Westland a safer place for residents to walk, I want to inform all residents that reflective vests will be made available at City Hall and the police station. These reflective vests are being offered to residents at no cost to them. The City of Westland and the Police Department would like to thank the Westland Rotary Club for donating funds for this project. We as a police department are here to keep our citizens safe. Enforcing the law is how we do just that, and we are asking our citizens to please comply with the law.